So this is something I have not really talked about. I haven't made it a topic or discussed it. I was actually waiting. I did. I have the American Girl Peaches and Cream coming, even though I did design my own. I want the dress, the jewelry, and all of that. But I'm going to get really into it. I'm going to go deep down into it because I feel like, you know, I kind of started the Barbie look for an American Girl doll. I started it over 16 years ago with the way I repaint my dolls, the way I mm, reimagine my American Girl dolls. I've been making them over, giving them glam looks, and I've really been sort of like past 12 hours or more, really just stop, pausing, looking at this and really thinking about it. Um, I don't think it's going to work. I really don't think it's going to work out to be that popular. Um, I have been doing what I do with American Girl dolls for myself. For me, it's me creating my one of a kind looks on my dolls. You know, this is what I do for myself, doll artist, what have you. And when I take an American Girl doll and I customize my look, I'm going to explain everything fully, but this is my look that I did. When I look at the actual Peaches and Cream Barbie, me and my friend, me and my moderator, Paris, I call her Vanessa. You know, I told her, I don't know if I'm getting it. I'm like, you know, the thing is, I cannot get the fabrics. Like, this was as close to the fabrics I could get to do it. Mine's mine, stuff like that. But I don't have the exact earrings. I went with this. But I love my paintwork. I love the way that I repaint my dolls. I love the look that I do for my dolls for myself. No, I don't make a bunch, I do not buy a bunch of dolls, repaint them, have a store, sell them. I don't do that. The only time I sell dolls is when I feel like, okay, I have excess and I need to downsize. And that's where I'm at now. But when I look at the dolls coming, like Peaches and Cream, I got Peaches and Cream American Girl because my designing mind was working like, you know what, I can soup this up. I can turn her around and make her look better. And that's what I'm going to do. When mine gets here, just got notification from American Girl that my doll has shipped. And so now I'm going to get into the designing mode. If you are going to do an American Girl doll as a Barbie, here are a few things you need to do. Do not use regular American Girl face sculpts, okay? If you're going to do a Barbie American Girl line, darling, let me give you the tea. Respectfully, she needs a new face sculpt. American Girl needs to design a face sculpt and body that's going to be an extension of the American Girl brand. But if it's going to be with the Barbie name on it, it needs its own exclusive face mold. It needs its own arms, legs. You can't do a glamorous American Girl with flat feet. Now you know where I'm going. She needs feet. She needs an arch. But then it's like, why are we going to be doing that? See what I mean? Barbie, if you're going to do an American Girl doll, actually you're better off just designing and creating a different line. Not even American Girl. In fact, I wouldn't, with American Girl, people who are true die-hard collectors who've been with the brand for years and they collect only American Girl, they want a better historical aesthetic about it. They would rather for them to focus on the quality and the historical part of American Girl and improving the quality and look, keeping American Girl like they are. American Girl Barbie, it's kind of giving an a cheap version of what I do, but at a higher price tag, and I mean that respectfully. Um, I feel that if you want to do a collector 18-inch doll, I think it would be better to expand the Barbie line and do like an 18-inch articulated Barbie doll like this. Make her 18 inches tall. Mattel has done an 18-inch Barbie before, so they can do this size if they wanted to. So I'm thinking 18-inch. If they can do American Girl doll and vamp her up Barbie-esque glam, which is cute, I like, but the eyelashes are too thick. The eyebrows aren't quite there. The lips don't really, I like, you know, mm, it's not working. I love Barbie. I love American Girl. But the collab together, it's not working. Um, I think it's better to just have an extended line of dolls. Do a doll maybe once a year, 18-inch Barbie. Do Barbie. And like I said, an 18-inch Barbie with this body, they should have done an 18-inch Barbie like this. But Barbie doll. Whereas it's exact same face, body, the same proportions, like they did Supersize Superstar Barbie. And yeah, I but now here's where I think the glam should come in when it comes to an 18-inch American Girl doll. For the special editions, when we talk about the glamorous editions of American Girl, I think that's when they bring bring the glam to the American Girl. The dolls with the Swarovski crystals and stuff like that. For example, Malum Alexander did a Sissy doll. The doll was called Sissy, Cissy. Look her up on Google and or eBay. They're on eBay. This doll had a baby face, but it had full red lipstick, the eyelashes, the blush, the all of it, the glamour, and the hair. And Madame Alexander did Sissy dolls. They charged about $500 for them. They had arched feet. They had sculpted breast. It was a cross between a baby doll and a fashion doll like Barbie. Very arched, high heel feet. So I kind of feel that to go in that direction, I feel like an 18-inch Barbie doll itself, you know, where if you're going to do a peaches and cream, do one with a reproduction of the actual Barbie doll. Just do an 18-inch super-sized superstar type Barbie. Um, yeah, the thing is that Barbie collectors are not going to invest in an American Girl doll of that size and that package, the box. The majority of Barbie collectors they do not want to go down that direction. And American Girl doll collectors who have a big collection of American Girl, we know they took up a lot of space. And when you got both, well, I kind of don't want um, I don't want them to collide, to be honest. I think a little thing like the very first one that come out, I did not get her. When I saw her, I was like, ugh, I don't like her. I'm not a big fan of the classic. My air conditioner making burp sounds. I'm not a big fan of the classic American Girl face mold. So when the very first doll come out, I saw the doll of Barbie. If I'd have wanted it, I could have got it. But when I saw it, I wasn't impressed. I didn't love her and I didn't like her. So I didn't get her at all. Um, Barbie collectors pretty much got her and now they're on eBay. When I saw the doll, I was like, I can do that and do it better. Um, I could do Barbie as a American Girl as a number one Barbie and do it better. So I wasn't impressed. I didn't get it. So when the Day Tonight set come out, I was like, okay, I like the outfit. That's cute. It was a bit pricey. Um, you know, my friend, he got it for me for Christmas, and he got me summer. Those are my Christmas gifts. So with Peaches and Cream, I got her because of the love I have for the Peaches and Cream Barbie, because I have over 50 of this Barbie. But I thought, I'm looking at the 18-inch version, and I'm looking at people where people went, they did videos live in the store, and they're showing the American Girl Peaches and Cream. I'm like, ooh. I said, you know what? They should have done an actual, use the body of the supersized Superstar Barbie, done a reproduction with bend and snap legs, and made an 18-inch collector supersized Superstar Peaches and Cream Barbie with all of those confetti and glam. I think that would have been a better direction to go on that stance. Um, with everything I know with American Girl and collaborations, as you know, I did do my version a year ago, and now here we are. And I told everyone last year, I said, trust me, the next American Girl as Barbie is going to be Peaches and Cream or The Rocker. Well, yeah, I knew it would be that. I didn't know exactly which one they were going to go with, but I was leaning toward Peaches and Cream, and then I was like, Caucasian, African American, I said both. So I think it's okay to get one for collect, but for the benefit and the overall long run for American Girl, I don't think Barbie and American Girl, as an American Girl, I don't think it's gonna be good, because people are not going to be spending $300 for an American Girl doll. It's a cloth body, vinyl arms, legs, head. You're using the same facial sculpts. If you're going to go that direction, then you need to, and you want to have it in the American Girl brand, then the designers need to come together and design a Barbie American Girl face in the both ethnicities, arms, and legs. You need to have the arched feet for high heels and dainty, elegant hands, like, more dainty and elegant. So basically, I think that it would be best if they just did a line, just another line, what we call sweet and short line. Don't keep it rolling every few months. Just to have one doll, limited edition, once a year. Create one, maybe based on a reproduction, but let it be like a reproduction of that same face, body, look, everything, but in the 18-inch Barbie size. Like I said, I recommend redesigning supersized Superstar Barbie body, keeping it those proportions, and make the feet more arched, maybe do bend and snap, and do that look. But going to like the bulky, the box, all of that for an American Girl doll with Barbie inspirations, it's too big and it's too much for most collectors. Because we're going to have more collector American Girl dolls coming out the rest of this year. I already know this. So we can't buy them all. It's not going to happen. For me, I'm like on a budget. I am preparing for surgery. I basically, today's Tuesday, come tomorrow, Thursday, I have 2 weeks to go before I have surgery. So I'm getting this stuff to have to occupy me while I'm recovering. Um, and so for me, I'm like, okay, I'll do Peaches and Cream. And I'll do the reproductions. I want the mugs and the t-shirt. And that's that. So also, I feel the reproduction of the Peaches and Cream that just came out, it's a new box. I think that this should have been a mass-produced Barbie doll, sold at Target, Walmart, Amazon, around $39.99 price range, mass-produced, maybe $30 or $35. That would have been better. Um, yeah, I think that would have been that would have been the best idea. Wait, let me make sure my no Bluetooth is not on. So anyway, I think that would have been the best way to go. But then again, I'm not an employee of Mattel. I'm not on their design team. Um, so at the end of the day, they come up with what they come up with. They take a vote. The yeas, the nays, they go with that. I feel that with the merchandise and the Peaches and Cream celebrating her 40th anniversary, would have been they could have done so much more. It could have been bigger. I just feel that instead of an 18-inch American Girl doll of this stature, instead an actual complete full reproduction from head to toe, 18-inch supersize superstar Barbie, Peaches and Cream. That's how I feel. I'm looking at comments. A home for dolls. Hi. You do not like the American Girl Peaches and Cream Barbie. I do not like it at all. Yeah, see, that's what I mean. And there's nothing wrong with that. Um, hi, John. I was going to call you Kevin. Okay, John. Um, and a home for dolls, exactly. This is what I mean. I feel that American Girl, I do think the little collaboration that they've done, I'm glad they didn't just do a whole lot. I told y'all everyone last year we were going to see a lot of pink in American Girl this year. And some purples, and we're seeing them. They're popping in, but they're not done yet. Um, what also is, thank you. You're sweet. That's nice. But I am looking forward to the Peaches and Cream version because, like, my moderator was talking with me. We were talking, and she said, "Girl, you know you want the dress, the jewelry, and accessories." I said, "You know what? You're right." I said, "But also, I can get the doll and redesign the paint, everything else, and make it better. Not trying to put their version down. No, 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 no. I mean, I'm not doing a mass produced type thing. All of my work is hand painted. There are many gifted um, doll artists who do their work by hand with paint pencils, with um, paints and all kind, even oil paints and chalks and makeup and stuff. Um, so as a, one of a kind doll artist, I feel that, you know, it's cute. I think it works to celebrate the way they did. They did the American Girl limited edition dolls. And by the way, the limited edition quantity, that's the 9,000 something, I think. That's for each doll. That's each doll. Um, the Pink Stardust from last year, they're still available. They're still available for sale. Um, so I don't know. I'm just, like I said, I'm looking for it, but I feel that an 18-inch actual reproduction Barbie would have been the best route for Peaches and Cream. Peaches and Cream is iconic. It is a very beloved doll in the Barbie line, and yeah, that's the best I can say. So when it comes to all of this gorgeous, the dresses that they did for Peaches and Cream with American Girl, I looked at the photos and where people went to the store, they filmed. Oh my gosh, I love all the volume of the dress. It's gorgeous. But that would have been so much more on an actual 18-inch Barbie doll, like supersized superstar Barbie. I have a few supersized superstar Barbies. Um, I'm looking around me. Okay, I'm gonna grab one and then I show you. Okay, now I have several of these that I gave new hair. This is an 18-inch supersized superstar Barbie. Ta-da! This doll came out originally 1996, all the way, they were in stores from what I've researched, all the way through 1980, basically. 1979, 1980. No, this is a dress that I made, but it is basically a replica of that Barbie body. So I think that they could have went into the archives, taken, done this doll, used this body, used this look, and made a newer version, updated the body, maybe give her bend and snap legs. We did the feet to make them a more arched foot. Um, and done a special commemorative 18-inch supersized Peaches and Cream Barbie out of this. Had her paint her up just like the original that's behind me. And they could have done both ethnicities with those face sculpts. But I think this would have been the best route instead of American Girl. But I do understand where American Girl's coming from. They're trying to take all of their brands and do collaborations with their brands and create something new. You know, try something new, try to bring in attention from, get a new brand of collectors, for example. I know over the past 16 years with American Girl, there were all different kind of American Girl doll collectors. You had collectors who only collected Girl of the Year. This way, they were able to maintain control of their collection and only have just focus on one doll a year with outfits. That made it easy for American Girl collectors. And so a lot of them, like I said, they only did Girl of the Year. Then you had people who only collected historicals. And maybe they had one or two truly me dolls that they considered to be their mini-me. And then you had other collectors who were like, they just kind of got this, that, all over the place with American Girl. What I've been hearing and seeing posts from American Girl doll collectors for the past 10 years is that the quality is not the same. The quality isn't as good. But, for example, this is the pink Stardust American Girl doll. Yes, I redressed her in a different dress. And I love the doll. She's one of my favorites. I love the hair color. I love the super long hair. Um, I think what we want from American Girl, if you're going to give us a collector doll with an American Girl doll, if it's going to be Barbie, it needs a new head sculpt, needs a new arm sculpt, it needs a new leg sculpt without flat feet. It needs an arched foot and a high heel. So it needs a very unique face mold that separates it from the the other American Girl dolls. This is something I could have told them before they even did an American Girl doll like Barbie or Barbie Loves American Girl, whatever which way you want to swing it. That would have been the best route. This way, it could have, you know, let American Girl be American Girl without using sculpts that are available. The very first doll had the classic facial sculpt, and it sold very quickly because this was like, oh wow. But for me, as a long-time American Girl doll collector, I didn't like her. I'm like, you know, I don't need that. I'm good. I got plenty of American Girl dolls looking like Barbie that I've been doing for years. So I was like, I don't need her. Mine look better. No, thank you. So if they're going to do that, then you need to do a new face to call Barbie in the American Girl line. You need new arm sculpt and leg sculpt. Possibly body as well. But then, yeah. But also, with that being said, I feel that my personal opinion is for a collector American Girl doll, make her, of course, extra. Now, I want to come. I do wanna like say this. Compared to the pink Stardust doll, what American Girl did with Peaches and Cream, and kept it at the same price point, just $10 difference. They did an impeccable job. Absolutely impeccable. The packaging is incredible. The doll's dress is absolutely above and beyond exactly what we expect for that price point. The jewelry, and she comes with a stand. It's a wooden stand. So I love it. That's why I had to get American Girl Peaches and Cream. I had to have her. I'm so glad. And I sold my, what we call my holy grail in my dolls. That was my Ariel, the very first collector edition Ariel from the Disney store. I sold her so I could buy the collector Peaches and Cream. And I'm really hoping I'm gonna be happy. But I already looked really good at her, and I'm like, it's okay. Whatever it is with me, it's all about the face or the way the paintwork is. I can fix that. I can repaint her and make her into my version of Peaches and Cream. And that's what most likely is going to happen. I am taking my doll out the box. So if you're looking at the Peaches and Cream American Girl doll, yes, I will be deboxing. I do not keep my dolls in the box because when I'm dead, it's no telling what's going to happen to my collection with my family. They can sell it, auction it, do whatever, I don't care. But while I'm breathing and living, my dolls are coming out. I'm going to enjoy them and I'm going to play with them. I'm going to do me. So when mine gets here, yes, I can tell you, I will be repainting her. But when I think of Barbie and American Girl collaborating, this is what needs to happen. So if anyone American Girl in the design team, you see this is what should have took place. You need an American Girl Barbie face sculpt. You need a face sculpt that you're going to call this is the Barbie. For example, we all know the Josefina mold and Julie mold, same one. That's what they gave the African American Peaches and Cream Barbie, brunette, the brunette. Um, but don't use any of the American Girl face mold. She needs a new one. A completely new face mold, a completely new arm sculpt, and legs with an arched foot to wear a high heel. So I think of Sissy. I think of Malcolm Alexander's Sissy doll. The Sissy doll had like a baby face, full glam makeup, and body, arch feet, ultra high heels, couture. They had a couture brand line of Sissy. Ah, so I think the biggest thing American Girl could do that would be acceptable and look good for a collective American Girl doll for the holidays is we need a historical American Girl doll based back in the times of Bridgerton. Yes, darlings, I said it. The show Bridgerton, darling. We need an historical American Girl line that is reminiscent of the period with the glamour and the beautiful and the elegance of Bridgerton, the show. And I'm sorry, I have to look down. I'm laughing. I'm sorry. I'm laughing. Andrew made the comment, and I'm sorry. It's absolutely hilarious. Y'all gotta admit that was funny out of the blue. Okay, that's hilarious. You got me on that one. When women didn't have kids, when women don't have kids. Well, they have things to prevent that. Men need to learn how to use them. All right, so yes, I think an historical doll based on Bridgerton would be a wonderful way to introduce a new American Girl body with an arched foot, slightly more dainty hands, new arms, new legs, and a new head sculpt that's more, you know what I mean? Elegant. Elegant. Yeah, that's what I think. American Girl could do just do a whole new type of doll, different face and body, that represents a more mature look of elegance, because you're going to put a price tag that high on it. You know what? If you're going to do it, don't just go in halfway. Do it all the way. Give it 100%. Um, I also think on this note, with American Girl creating such a collector line, I think you can have your regular collector edition of a regular American Girl, but possibly no Coco's all right. There's nothing wrong with that. I think it's nice to have a regular, American Girl doll that most of us have come to love. That type of look, more deluxe. That's it, deluxe. But when we step into the little Barbie part, that's when you really take American Girl brand and Barbie brand, and you're gonna combine them together. Then you need a new head sculpt. You need new arm sculpt, body, type of body, fabric. You can play with, manipulate it. I do. I've designed cloth dolls, all different shapes, sizes, and a new leg with an arch foot. That way you combine American Girl and Barbie together. So if you do it that way. Um, but again, like I said, we need a new historical line based on the time period of Bridgerton. Not calling it Bridgerton, but give her name. Caroline would have been great. So this these are my thoughts and opinions, and basically designing my ideas of when it comes to Barbie and American Girl coming together. Yes, I think a new head mold, arms, legs, possibly body as well. But the body's pretty much okay. You can get around that. So, yeah, that would have been a better idea. She might be maybe 1 inch more taller, like 19 inches, but I'm telling you that would work. What is it, Gypsy? Okay, so let me think. Is there anything else I want to go ahead and say based on this? No, I think that's it. I think I touched base. If you want to do an 18-inch collector Barbie, there you go. Reproduction like this. This one is a reroot. I gave her new hair. God, I don't remember when. Long time ago. Long, long time ago. So yeah, imagine an 18-inch Barbie like that, with a big peaches and cream dress, collector look, box, everything. And I think collectors would have definitely went for that. People are buying these just to make outfits and sell outfits on eBay. No, I made that outfit, but I'm not selling anything like that. I don't have time to do that. I don't have time to design and have a store available for you to buy custom American Girl dolls or clothes. I just don't have time in my life for that. Right now I'm focused on getting my home, continuously downsizing my doll collection, getting in order, using money from the dolls to buy things I need and save up for what's important. But then also buy other dolls that I love more that are coming out. So I call it recycling. Um, yep, that's it. Pretty much it. And so when it comes to the collector edition dolls with the Swarovski crystals and stuff like that, those are the dolls that should have a more mature look with the makeup. And the thing is, though, they really need to change the shape of the lips, and they need to have a specific face sculpt for the collector dolls that do not have painted teeth. A closed mouth sculpt, a sculpt that has a closed mouth without teeth, that gives a very elegant look. Um, yeah, that's right. So that's what I think. That's it. That's my thought, and that's my thoughts and opinions when it comes to the collaborations. Um, Peaches and Cream hasn't sold out yet. She's just too big for regular Barbie collectors, and I think collectors are looking at this increased price point in American Girl dolls, period, and look where our country is at this moment. No one, people might say, oh, you know what, I'll get one doll at that price point. That's it. Because people, our priorities are in different places right now. And we are concerned about things that are happening in our country, in our world. Um, we're more concerned about what direction things are going to go and how it's going to happen. If I sat here, if I stood here and told you that I wasn't concerned, I'd be a liar, because I am concerned. I've lost sleep at night, can't sleep, and yes, exactly, Coco, exactly. I've been doing the same thing. Um, that's how come I've been listing dolls on eBay and selling them, to make sure that I have enough. So when I have surgery 2 weeks from now, I don't have to leave my home for nothing. I have plenty of non-perishable foods, canned soups, tuna, stuff like that, canned fruit, water, like 4 cases. Um, we're looking at a scary time right now. All of us, in fact, a lot of us have a bit of a panic mode, but we can't do that. Breathe, stay centered. Um, and we focus on what we have. But yeah, that's a good thing to do, Coco. I agree. Everyone here in the United States, you know, we are in a state of shock, but snap out of it. Get what you need while you can get it. Um, so I'm getting, you know, I've already got most of what I need. So to keep myself inside my home, I said, okay, fine. I'll get peaches and cream. I'll get that stuff. I'll have that to enjoy. And that's it. Um, you know, I'm focused on what's more important and things like that. So that's all I can say. I don't want to keep repeating myself, but anxiety can do that because we don't know what the hell's going to happen next. It's just crazy. Um, I know what we'd like to have happen, but anyway, we'll see what happens. But anyhow, I wish everyone the best. Again, these are my thoughts and opinions on the collaboration between Barbie and American Girl. And yeah, I feel like, and yeah, so I don't know. We'll see what happens. Um, yeah, we'll see what happens. But I promise you, when Peaches and Cream American Girl comes, I will give you a full detailed look. She's coming out of the box and everything. And you probably don't hear me clear here because my air is on and my air filter as well, which is behind me in this, and it will filter me out. So when mine gets here, I will be doing a full opening box review, taking her out, showing all details and everything. So until then, I will see y'all soon. She should be here at the end of this week to the weekend. We'll see, because I know she should probably be here Friday or Saturday. Fingers crossed. All right. So do drop comments. Know what you think about my thoughts and ideas when it comes to American Girl and Barbie collaborating. If they do it, just needs to be a whole entire separate entity line, like Willy Wishers. But also, the doll needs to have her own face, and arms and legs and arched feet like that. So yeah. In the meantime, thank you, Coco. Thank you. Everyone, take care. You too, Andrew. Have a good night, everyone. Stay safe and stay prepared.